The end of exams always brings excitement to school pupils, and with June examinations underway, pens down parties are being planned. While the Eastern Cape Liquor Board wants to see the trend die out, it says events like the catastrophic eNCA Tavern tragedy must be avoided at all costs. Now, you remember, this is when 21 young people died at the East London outlet at a pens down party. So we are joined now by Liquor Board spokesperson, Dr. Msiya Mgwebi. Thank you so much, Dr. Msiya, for your time. A very good morning to you. Let's talk a little bit about this. You know, pens down is being promoted currently in the Eastern Cape, various schools and various young people that are leading it. You guys are saying there's no way this particular thing needs to die out. But are young people listening? You know, what's been the response so far from the youth who want to possibly celebrate the end of the writing of examinations?
Good morning, Faith and the viewers. Thank you for having us on your show. Look, Faith, we're still recovering from the disastrous event, that incident that occurred last year in the Eastern Cape, where we lost about 21 young people. We have been working very hard as the Eastern Cape Liquor Board since that incident to try to prevent the reoccurrence of this incident in our province. So as it is the media examinations now, we are already worried that when they finish examinations, we might have the same cases where young people will decide to plan these pens down parties and start, engaging in this very undesirable behavior. So hence we are sending out a very stern warning to young people, to members of the community, to say, let us all be on the lookout and prevent these pens down from being organized.
Yeah, but then preventing it from being organized means that also being able to articulate to the very same young people that what happened in eNCA Tavern is very possible to happen again. You know, and more than anything else, the sad part about it was the underage drinking that was taking place. And I wonder, Dr. Msiya, how is it that we're doing in faring and being able to communicate these messages effectively? You know, you can say to somebody, don't put your hand on the stove because the stove is hot, and the person goes and puts their hand on the stove just so that they can experience the very same fate. How do we make the message land so that we don't bury another 21 young people?
I think, Faith, it starts with everyone in the society starting to take responsibility, because our concern as the Eastern Cape Liquor Board is, how do these young people access alcohol? How do they organize themselves in the fashion they do, most of the time? So we're saying everybody must really come together. Whilst we're sending out this message, you are correct to say that the message may not necessarily be going through, may not be adequate to actually change the behavior of our young people. But what we're saying as the Eastern Cape Liquor Board is that everybody must come on board. Parents, members of the society, community leaders, everyone, schools. We must come together and be vigilant. And especially, Faith, the liquor traders themselves who sell alcohol to these young ones, to these underage people, who are saying they must also take the responsibility so that alcohol doesn't become so easily accessible to young people. So I'm saying, over and above the messages that we are sending out, that we're emphasizing to the young people, it's also equally important that everyone in society starts to play their role in trying to prevent this from happening. Yeah. And as you indicated, I think our biggest worry, Faith, is that, subsequent to what happened at eNCA, we didn't stop receiving, cases of young people, being involved in this behavior, consuming alcohol. You may have heard about an incident that took place here in the Eastern Cape again in December, where we lost in a small town called Hofmeyer, where we lost about 3 young people again in the same manner, as the eNCA Tavern incident. So we became very worried to realize that the eNCA incident was never a deterrent to our young people. It was never a message to our young people. Hence, we're saying perhaps saying to them they must stop this behavior, they must stop consuming alcohol is not enough. What we need to do is then to start to mobilize everyone in the society, everyone to start to play their role, to say to our liquor traders, why do you sell alcohol to young people? But also to start to take very drastic actions to those that, sell alcohol to the underage persons, particularly our licensees.
Yeah, but then that requires you to make stern decisions, removing the license, right? So get these people that sell, for example, alcohol to children, underage children. First of all, yes, the removal of the license should be a no-brainer. It should be something that's just done absolutely immediately. But also there must be some severe, stern repercussions for this. You know, it's ultimately poisoning a young person at the end of the day. You cannot be selling alcohol to a 13-year-old and you as an adult think that that's okay. Surely we should be taking the fullest might of the law. But what are you guys doing, you know, as the liquor board to advocate for such? Because I tell you one thing, Msiya, if we were more stringent with our laws, if we were more stringent with the repercussions of breaking the law, then we would not have liquor traders that try to take chances.
So you're correct, Faith. That is why we are saying that, in fact, the actions that we take immediately, we find a liquor trader that is involved in this behavior, we immediately close down that liquor outlet. We don't hesitate to take that action. Hence, we're saying those that still want to continue to trade must refrain from this behavior, because we will take a drastic action, including arresting them. They must face prosecution as soon as they are found doing this. They are found selling alcohol or allowing young people into their establishment. We are very, very serious about this, Faith, and liquor traders know. I mean, as you may be aware, right now, the eNCA Tavern owner is in court. The owner of a tavern in Hofmeyer is in court. We take very drastic actions, and both those outlets are closed down. It's not only those two. There are others that we have closed down as a result of this behavior. However, what we're saying again, Faith, is that the members of the community must also assist us by reporting these cases, because we cannot be everywhere in the province to monitor this behavior. So we urge members of the community to report this behavior, these tendencies, to the nearest police station or to us as the Eastern Cape Liquor Board, so that together we can fight this scourge.